Hello, everybody. Welcome to Communication 3139, Interpersonal Conflict Resolution. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to teach this class, but I've taken more than one of them in my communication career. The intent basically is to help you see ways that conflict exists. Oftentimes there's conflict that we don't even recognize as being conflict. And how do we resolve that conflict? How do we get past that? We all have conflict in our lives, and we all handle it differently. Think about it. You do not handle conflict with your parents the same way you do with your siblings, or your friends, or your significant other. Conflict is something that we deal with every day. We even have intrapersonal conflict. That's conflict within ourselves. Should I do this or should I do that? Well, this is right, and that's wrong, but this is what I want to do. We're not going to talk much about that in class. I'm sure it'll pop up here and there. But we're going to talk about interpersonal conflict. And oftentimes the conflict is really not conflict. It's just maybe we're both putting an importance on different aspect of something. I want to do this first, you want to do that first. That's light conflict. But then there's much more major conflict. And a lot of times conflict is created because of our different cultural backgrounds. I'm sure, all know somebody that grew up culturally different than us, and they have a different belief system. And sometimes our belief system conflicts with their belief system, causing us to have a different opinion and therefore conflict of it. So this is a 100% asynchronous online class. We do not meet at any specific time or date. I will post something on CougarView. You have a week basically to respond to my post and two of your peers. That's in the discussion session. In the assignment section, I will post a video such as this one about the chapter. I will post some chapter notes, my speaker's notes about the chapter. And it's your responsibility to read the chapter, watch the video, and trust me, the video is not going to be an hour-long lecture like they would be in class. They'll be about 15 to 30 minutes probably. And you can go back and refer to them as much as you want to. You'll have two exams, a midterm and a final. You will have a reflection paper due at the end of the semester. And a reflection paper is, what did you get out of this course? What did you learn about conflict resolution that you didn't know before? Please, please, please don't say, Professor Humphrey is an excellent instructor. It's not going to help your grade any, because that's not what the assignment is. Every semester you get a survey of how the class was. And if I did good, then say, hey, Professor Humphrey did good. If I sucked, then say, hey, Professor Humphrey sucked. Okay? That evaluation is where you put that stuff down. What I want in a reflection paper is I want you to reflect on the class that you took, the knowledge you had when you began, the knowledge that you have now, and how this may or hopefully help you in the future. If it was a complete waste of time and you can justify that with your citations, feel free. It's not, like I said, a judgment on me or this course. It's a self-reflection. You can write it first person, you can write it third person, I don't care how you write it. Make sure that you use proper APA style, make sure you use proper grammar and punctuation, and reflect on how have you grown? Because that's, I had a professor tell me once, it doesn't matter if you get an A or a D in the class. What matters is, did you grow? And if you can go through this class without studying it all and get an A, then you didn't grow. Now we also have about 11 weekly posts. not counting your introduction. And in that, you're supposed to make a comment to whatever I posted and comment on 2 of your peers. Now that's worth 100 points a week, 11 weeks. That's 40% of your grade. You can miss up to 2 of them and still get 100%. But comments to your peers like, wow, I didn't know that. Well, that's cool. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, I understand. I've been there too. Do not count as replies to your peers. Replies need to be thought-provoking, just like your comments need to be thought-provoking. And a little more detail. One other thing was if you post something personal, remember that everybody else can read it. If you read something personal, it's none of your business. They put it on this particular media to share to this particular class. It's still theirs. So don't be going telling everybody somebody else's business. If I find out you've been doing that, I will drop you from this course. If you are disrespectful to one another, I will drop you from this course. If you don't think I have the power to do that, try me. If you read somebody's post and you don't agree with it, then fine. Find another one you agree with to post on. If you read somebody's post and you don't agree with it, disagree in a respectful adult manner. Don't be disrespectful. Okay? So like I said, the bulk of your grade really is your online participation. I post by Monday, you post your reply to my post by Thursday, and you reply to 2 of your peers by the following Sunday. The reason I do it like that is a lot of people would wait until Sunday to post. And then nobody has a chance to reply to them. So if you don't post by Thursday, then you will not get that 50 points. That's 50 points for your post. If you do not reply to 2 of your peers by the following Sunday, you will not get that 50 points. So, it's 40% of your grade. Take the time, put it on your calendar. Everybody's got phones with calendars and everything else. Put it on your calendar. Make sure that you post something by Thursday and you post something by Sunday. We'll have a midterm. Most students in class ask, well, what's the midterm going to be about? The first 5 chapters. Multiple choice. Open book, open notes. So trust me, it'll be a little bit harder. I prefer open book tests. If I know the answer, I write it down. I'm good to go. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it because I'm not going to do poorly on an open book test. Some of you may not have that particular philosophy, but that's your option. It's not, let's group together and take this test. It's an individual project. I've had some students that once thought it was collaborative, so I found out about that and I let Dr. Gibson know and she took care of the problem. So realizing that students may try to do that, there are some tools in the system that help me limit your possibilities. The questions will be randomly provided. So if your first question is on chapter 1, somebody else's first question might be on chapter 5, somebody else's might be on chapter 2, and then the answers, A through D, are randomized as well. So even if you have the same question, you may not have the same answer. So good luck with that. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I also have a video on here. It's an introduction about myself that some students have made once, and I've written my introduction in the introduction. So this week, introduce yourself in the discussion listed introduction. Read about me. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email me. If it needs be, we will have a conversation. Okay? I really hope that all of you do better, do grow from this experience, because that's the point of being here. That's the point of taking it. If you slough it off and don't do the weekly postings, I mean, I've had students that have not taken the exams. Okay, that's your grade. And then complain to me. Well, I didn't get a chance to take it. Well, my exams are open for a week. So, when you take your midterm and your final, if the syllabus says the midterm is next week, set something up early in the week so you have a chance to take it. Don't wait to the last minute and then we have a storm and power outage, or your husband kicked your laptop and the power cord and yanked it off the table and it broke it and now you can't log on. Then take your tail up to the school and get on the library and get on the computer. Well, I can't because it's too late because they're closed. Well, sorry about that. So read the syllabus. Got any questions, let me know. Other than that, watch the video, find out about me, read my introduction. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. And I'm looking forward to let's learn something about conflict resolution, interpersonal conflict resolution. Have a great day, have a great semester, and I'll see you online.